Please, go ahead. There's no time to waste. Please, go ahead. Speak if you wish to. How may I help you? It feels magnificent, if somewhat unreal. But first things first.
You look on as Sabine bares her arm and drags her needle across the word master like a knife, drowning the black ink in blood. With a few ripples of sauce, the wound closes, leaving behind but new scar tissue that effaces all trace of the hated word that was.
Thank you. You're such a sweetheart.
She laughs. Her cat eyes dance with mirth.
Now, it's over.
She hugs you back warmly. Next, she takes your hand in hers, meets your eyes in earnest.
I just can't thank you enough. I could never have defeated the Master without you. I owe you everything. But I do, and I won't forget. I am free now.
She places a hand over the fresh scar on her arm.
I've known the opposite too long to want to spend another day hollow with hate, another night hollow with loneliness. I most certainly can, if you show me a little love.
You kiss her on the cheek, and she laughs, full of life.
Ah, yes. I am the Prime Scion. A revelation that came quite out of the blue, which is somewhat ironic, considering I'm supposed to be my people's foremost memory keeper. Quite slipped my mind, though. A slave scar will do that to a girl. Yes, a great many things. Days long gone.
She looks down, an uncharacteristic cast of melancholy passing over her face.
Gods, I was so young. Imagine it, to sit enthroned under a vast forest canopy, to look down upon a crowd of thousands, their bodies aglow with countless rays of golden light falling through the leaves. You hear their voices as one. One mind, one thought, and it's your name they incant, as if the word itself were magic. Sabine. They said it like I was the cornerstone of their existence. Isn't that silly? I didn't even know myself. Why do people perform rituals? To feel part of something. But I wasn't part of it. Mine was the loneliest role. I was the object of their worship.
She absent-mindedly fingers her needle, hesitates.
I used to love poetry. I used to love wandering the forests for days on end. I'd swim in the rivers and forget to dress after. It was fine. I was alone. I'd bask in the sun, sleep nestled among bear cubs. Nothing out there would harm me. But always, they would find me, the Scions. Always the Mother Tree would call me back, for one day I'd be free no longer. One day my legs would be roots. To wander would be but one lone memory among millions. It really rather was. Though I must admit that Even to sit on that throne at that eerie crowd, destined to become leaf and bark, was not so dreadful a prospect as what came next. When I decided to run away from the Mother Tree with only the moon for my guide, it was a terrible journey. Soft-leafed branches became vicious like whips. Moss-bedecked rocks became sharp like the stone axes of old. I grew weary. I was bleeding, in pain, and how I gasped when for the first time an animal eyed me with malice and growled. That is when I heard them. The whispers and the taunts. The snare cut so deep. The blindfold, it made me panic. The dark.
Somewhat to your surprise, Sabine doesn't recoil, but allows you to hug her.
Thank you. That very first moment of darkness. I've never been so scared ever since. Then there was the stench of those men. The burn of the ropes. The jeers and the kicks. Until the dark went silent. Even those barbarians didn't dare speak in the presence of the Master. But I'll not speak of him and his methods. Not now, anyway. If ever. Now that the Master's dead, might as well pursue divinity, I say.
Go ahead. If this man was to be believed, he was the House of Shadows, which implies said institution exists no longer. I am not of the opinion, however, that this man was to be believed. Was he prince? Maybe. Did he truly work for the good of our empire? Perhaps. He could have been no more than a lowborn, with a taste for drama and deceit. He could be one shadow prince in a legion of thousands. All that matters is, he's dead. No longer can he stand in my way, or pose a threat to Sadher. Which quite calls for a celebratory round of drinks, as far as I'm concerned. Surely it's obvious. Ascension awaits. Once we manage to gain access to the actual Well of Ascension.
Well, this place is,
Ifan claps you on the shoulder and beams at you, affection for you plain in his eye. Lohse looks pale and unfocused. She doesn't meet your...
Yes! Okay.
There is no time.